What's up, St. Catherine of Siena? This is Father Andrew here for your daily message of hope, Mother's Day edition with my mom. I wanted to bring my mom onto the camera because there needs to be hope for moms on this Mother's Day. Because I was a pretty difficult kid growing up. I was stubborn, I was annoying, I was argumentative. We got into a lot of fights growing up. And so, Mom, I just want that's both as a child and definitely in high school, especially those later years, especially senior year. I remember being a pretty difficult year. Mom, so my first question to you is, what do you do with a child? You know, how did you raise me?
So you stay strong, stay firm. If you say something, stick to your word. Stick to your word.
Well, but I mean, like, what do you say to the moms that are like in the thick of it right now?
It's gonna work out. While you're going through it, you think it'll never end, and it's a constant battle, but it works out. Pray a lot, think a lot. Just do what you need to do. This is not working.
No, this is great. This is great, Mom. She doesn't understand how the game is. This is great. So, Mom, this is the next question then. What about in the day-to-day battle, just constantly going at it, how do you deal with the exhaustion, both emotionally, about wondering if you're making any difference in your kid's life, as well as physically exhausting of running around? I have an older brother and a little sister. We're all close in age. And then you work full-time and you take care of so much of the house. Mm-hmm. What do you say to those moms?
Moms know. They just do what they need to do. So you don't feel like getting up when the baby cries because you're so tired, but you get up anyway. You don't feel like having to do homework when you get home from work and you have to cook. You just do it anyway. You just do what you need to do. And somehow God gives you the strength and the energy that you need at that moment. And sometimes you're wondering if you are making the right choice for them.
I bet.
At that moment, you really don't know. You do the best that you can with what you have and what you know. But I can tell you then now, looking back, I made some mistakes, but I made some right choices. And somehow it works out. Pray a lot for that wisdom and that calmness and faith that God is going to take care of your kids. No matter whether you made a mistake or not, he'll work that for the good of them.
Yeah, one thing I do like to tell moms a lot, and I think I was not completely a wayfarer as a senior in high school, but I did have a point when I was leaving for college that we made a bet saying that she thought she was just playing the game. She thought I was going to come back worse than how I left, and then God just like kind of wrecked my life and then changed it all. So God wants your children way more than even you want them.
And he wants you to depend on him. And that's what I think happens as a parent. You do depend on God because there is no book. You don't know how to raise them. You're figuring it out as you go. And even though now you have, the digital age and you can look things up easily, every child is different. Every family is different. And you're just through God's wisdom trying to figure it out.
Yeah, and I guess what I want to close with is moms, you don't know the influence that you really do have, right? Like my mom, one of the greatest gifts she's given me is this example of unceasing, relentless intercessory prayer and fasting. Watch, I'm gonna make her cry. No, my mom seems to just constantly hold me and my brother and my sister and the rest of the family in her heart, and she has such intense love. And moms, I know you have that love for your kids too, and she doesn't just let that stay there. She brings us to the Lord every day, and she fasts. She fasts, and she fasts. So for me, that's like such an amazing example, and we really do know that it has to depend on God for all of this. Know that like we're a super normal family. I never set up for videos like this, and what was my mom doing? Like redoing the house. I'm like, Mom, we're always real with Father Andrew. But no, we make it work. And so moms out there, I hope you're having an awesome Mother's Day. I hope you find this video before you go to bed and you're like, man, I'm not so messed up, and I feel terrible sometimes, and I'm feeling exhausted, but you know what? It is going to be okay. God's got your back, and more than anything, bring your children to the Lord. You got anything, Mom?
No.
That's it. Okay.
Amen.
Hey, so maybe there's more sessions to come with Father Andrew and his mom. We'll see. But thanks for watching the video. Happy Mother's Day.
Happy Mother's Day.